as we mentioned, you're a revered journalist. You've interviewed pretty much everyone in the game. Where did it begin? Can you remember your first interview with a player, a coach, your very first time where young Mike rolled up with the cassette tape? What happened?
My memory's not great, but I do vividly remember this because, like you guys, when you do the first one, I was working at a place called Newsday. It was an afternoon paper that The Age created in 1969.
Okay.
And Greg Hobbs, the revered and legendary former Sun and Herald football writer.
You don't even know who he is.
I don't. I'm not.
Why were you laughing?
I'm being polite.
Because I used the same adjectives you used about me. So Greg was having a day off, and I'd been working at this place for about a week.
Yep.
And he said, ring Sam Kekovich.
Oh, Sam.
I said, what? He said, here's his number. He's in hospital. He's just had a knee done.
Oh, no.
Ring him up and get a story. That'll hold because he's promised it to us. And I could barely dial the number to the hospital. I was in such awe of actually a conversation with this bloke called Sam Kekovich, who I now know really well. I know. Hopefully, I didn't call him Mr. Kekovich, but he was in bed having the knee done. And I said, Sam, it's Mike Sheahan here from Newsday.
Yes, you didn't say it like that, did
you? Probably not that loud, actually.
Yeah. Hey,
anyway, so we had this conversation, and I got a story of sorts.
Yeah.
Was never going to win the Walkley, but I got some quotes from him. But I think I probably put it off for an hour.
Yeah.
So, look, I'll just get a glass of water first. And, look, I'll say something to that person over there. And those things when you say, I know I've got to do this and I want to do it, but just mustering the courage to do it.
Now, Rob,
so I did. But if it had have been, say, Mick Malthouse or Alistair Clarkson, I might never have become a journo.
Exactly.
I would have been so scared of the reaction.
You wouldn't have had a chance.
No, you were lucky because you got Sam Kekovich in a docile environment when he'd just done his knee.
Yeah.
Like, he's a pretty intimidating character.
There would have been a lot of morphine running through his body at the time. He would have been happy to talk to anybody.
Well, he was. And look, one of his great traits is his willingness to talk to anyone and be enthusiastic about what he's doing. So it was a good one to start with.
Okay.
That's a very
But I mean,
very
I
good
still,
one.
even at in recent years, I still have footballers have an aura that still works on me.
Yeah.
And I remember, we got time to tell this story?
Yeah.
Go nuts. We're here all day, aren't we? Aren't we in lockdown?
Yeah, this is the quarantine lockdown.
My daughter was playing football for Collingwood. Kate Sheahan playing football for Collingwood. Had a car pass at near the Glass House where they play. And she picked me up. I'd played tennis, so I'm in her car and we're backing out. And she goes, there goes Christian Petracca. And being a Melbourne supporter,
yes,
and
like
at that time, I have to admit to a crush on this kid of 20 years of age.
What? Because he's good looking.
No, just because the way he can play.
Because he's good looking.
And the way, and he's got a bit of Italian about him.
Yeah.
So I put down the window and said, hey, I thought, who said that? And it was me, right? Anyway, so he comes over to the car, and I had all the I would have been nearly 70, right?
Yeah.
And he's 20.
And you get butterflies in your stomach.
I'm saying, sorry, Christian, I'm Mike Sheahan, and I just wanted to say, I thought, what a goon I am. And he sort of looked at me, he says, yeah, hi, and he walked off, and I felt, what a dick.
See, Mike, there was a role reversal this morning. That was Rob upstairs.
Yeah.
He had butterflies.
Thanks, Rob.
Yeah, that was me going, oh, Mike's coming.
Didn't you have morning sickness? You had a little vomit.
No, not quite.
Anyway, so that's a true story.
Wow.
So started with Kekovich, and then still 50 years on, I'm still stumbling over saying hello to Christian Petracca.
That's so good.